Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think everybody's just taken their seats. Good morning. Hello. My name is Bryan Glick. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Computer Weekly. I'm your chair here at the Socitm Spring Conference today. Welcome to everybody today for coming along. Our initial set of speakers have already noted how close you are to the front, and that even for those of you with a bad throw, you could probably still hit us from here. So the pressure is on all of our speakers today to put on an excellent performance for you. I'd definitely like to give a big thumbs up to the organisers today and to Socitm for displaying what I can only assume is a wicked sense of humour in choosing to have the Socitm conference after 5 years of austerity in the old Royal Mint. I think a nice little note there. But of course, the timing of this event makes it all the more interesting in many ways. As you all well know, 2 weeks today we will all be going to the polls. The uncertainty that inevitably brings around the public sector in terms of what future plans around local government will be. But I think in general we can probably say with confidence that you're going to face one of two outcomes in local government from this election. You're either going to be governed by a group, I won't say a party because it will probably be a group currently proposing the biggest ever cuts to public spending, or governed by a group currently proposing the second biggest ever cuts to public spending. Nonetheless, no matter the outcome, the one thing that you can almost certainly rely on in some form or other, the austerity that I'm sure many of you have got used to, and the emphasis on cuts that many of you have got used to over the last 5 years, is still going to be here some way or other. And today is hopefully a great opportunity for all of you to hear from some really interesting speakers and to meet some of your peers from around the public sector and to share some ideas about how many of you have been successful in using technology in order to tackle some of the challenges that the sector has been facing. Of course, one of the areas that has been pretty common from all the political parties, if you've been reading through their manifestos and through the things they've been saying in the run-up to the election, is that there is pretty much unanimous feeling that digital is going to be central to the continued reformation of the local government sector and central government as well over the next 5 years. I'm sure you all saw in the last budget where Chancellor George Osborne, although he didn't stand up and say it, in his budget red book, proposed greater involvement for the Whitehall Government Digital Service with local government digital, and Labour themselves have said, although not so specifically of that they would see a priority of looking to establish at least the sort of principles the GDS has introduced into central government, into local government on an organisational basis in some way. So much of the discussion that's going to take place today, I'm sure, is going to be around what some of those digital opportunities mean to all of you. We are, of course, as public servants, all of you in the middle of purdah, which, of course, if you talked to any of your press officers, they would tell you that means you're not allowed to say anything in the presence of a journalist. So that's going to make my job really easy today. It should be a nice, quiet conference. I will enjoy sitting in front and getting on a little bit of work while none of you are able to say anything in front of me. We have a really packed agenda. We've got a lot of speakers to get through today. The organisers have asked me to say that in order to try and help you get through that agenda, there is a Socitm app that you can download, which, among other things on that app, it allows you to provide feedback on any of the sessions that you've been listening to. In the words of the organisers, that will allow you to provide hopefully positive feedback. For those of you who prefer to concentrate on the hopefully, it's also an opportunity to say something else as well. But nonetheless, that's available, and if you can't find it, I'm sure any of the people from the organising team will be able to point you to wherever is the best place to download that. Okay, let's get on with the presentations then. Our opening talk today is from Nick Roberts, a figure who I'm sure is familiar to many, if not all of you. Nick has recently started a new job as head of ICT at the London Borough of Croydon after many years at Surrey County Council, and he's here to give what will be his last opportunity to welcome you as Socitm President, as his time as President draws very rapidly rapidly to a close. So, Nick, over to you.
Thank you very much.